cuts right through the canyon. Very narrow in some spots. There's a good view. Tony got her own picture in the mirror too. And we had to stop for some construction, so otherwise there would have not been any side-by-side riding on that curvy road. Another waterfall at the construction site. And here we are getting a little closer to Ouray, and we stopped on the way out of Ouray to make a phone call and take a break. Tony found some friends. And the scenery changed pretty quickly going out of Ouray's real red rock. And drier. These are my pictures up at the Red Mountain overlook, and the mine was right over there. I had some video of the mine, but it didn't work out. So there used to be a Silverton train that came up this way through here. Snow on the mountainside. We noticed this waterfall coming off of this rock here, but we also noticed this sort of silhouette looking deal of a man with a hat on, smoking a pipe or a cigarette or something, using our imaginations. And here's a view of Vince's bike from my camera. So I was videoing, but I took a still picture too. I think I hit the wrong deal there. You can see all the rocks down here, but I think he came down right through here and missed all those rocks, hopefully, and the bike may have hit those rocks. Did a lot of damage, I'm sure. And you can see Vince's bike up here and get a judge of how far that is down there. We guessed 50 to 75 feet drop in elevation, plus the angle that he was at. There he is, relaxing, counting his blessings, I'm sure. Some people had stopped and helped him out by bandaging his leg and giving him some water or drink. And here we are back around at Placerville on our way to Telluride, which is 16 miles. Ophir is 23 miles, and Rico is 41 miles. We were on our way to Telluride. Took a little break. Checked out the Telluride River, I think that's what it is, and this little creek going in here. A lot of water flowing under the river. We made our way on to Telluride and went on through town, headed toward the east, and riding through these beautiful aspen trees. The town was just full of people. We're having this was like a Wednesday, and they were going to have a bluegrass festival there, probably starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, a ton of people there. Anyway, you might notice the little waterfall up here, and that's just a prelude of what we're about to see. There's waterfalls all around here, a big waterfall there, another waterfall coming down right there, and more back to the left. The road sort of dead ends up here. We go past this old mine building. There's the big waterfall. We're going to get closer. There's two more waterfalls over on this side, and there's some more back on this side. Get a closer view of this one. You might notice there's a building up there. I think Tony or I get a picture of that building. Yeah, there it is. So you have a little better perspective of how tall those cliffs are and how tall the waterfall is. Several hundred feet, I'm sure. Here are my pictures of the Telluride area. The road we're on, it sort of dead ends right here, but the dirt road does continue on and turns into a Jeep four-wheel drive motorcycle trail, and it follows along this area right here. You see there's a switch back there and another one over there and back over.
Does this mean you're out and you need...
Anyway, the road continues on up here. There's a switch back there, another one back over there, and it goes on up through there and on out, I believe is how it does. Pretty challenging road, I understand. I've never been on it. Ellen and I were here a few years ago, and the waterfall was still going pretty good, but it wasn't like this. But there were helicopters bringing in lumber or something to go to this house or building or whatever. We assumed they were building that, but maybe they weren't. See if we can zoom in and get a closer view of that. Looks like a house to me. But I'm not sure. There's a closer view of these waterfalls. A lot of water flowing over that and all around the rocks. Some sort of structure up here, like an old mine or something was there at one time. You can see the red in the rocks here too, in some spots. I think there's a Jeep trail that follows along this ridge and maybe up and across through there and on over the way it looks. And there were little waterfalls all around that valley and all around the cliffs, falling hundreds of feet. And there we are, just about ready to head back for the long ride back to Farmington, probably a 2-hour drive. We made it back to Farmington and met the rest of the folks at a downtown restaurant called the Old Drugstore. And that in the back they had several, had a mini microbrewery back there. We didn't sample any of the wares though. But the restrooms were back there past the boilers, and so we all had to walk by there if we went to the restroom. These are Nelda's pictures of the Three Rivers drugstore restaurant, the old drugstore, where the microbrewery was in the back. But these are the ceiling tiles, very ornamental, painted up, 2-foot squares, in real good shape. And there are a couple of ornery characters had a little bit too much of the brewery fruit product. They weren't with us, by the way. Had a few signs of their own. One that says no sniveling. And we were all stuffed from the good supper we had, checking the bills out. And Nelda got a picture of several pictures of the microbrewery. And there we were outside about to leave the Three Rivers restaurant and brewery. Can't see the sign that says Three Rivers. Was found in Farmington.
Drive it up there, it looks sort of flat. But I went to get on. Now we're pulled up and down again. Won't get on. It's all down. Didn't have enough power. 180, going back down the hill. That back at 180. Anyway, he finally called it. But it's an old curvy at night. Great. Man, that's ridiculous. bad spot there. Town of Silverton. Going under the railroad track. I see. I got you. Right into the station over there. I'm videoing.
Mountain Pass. like Vince's bike. Where's Frank?
Yeah, he's down there in the field there.
Huh?
Oh, he went off? Yeah.
The brother?
Yeah, the big guy.
One of the brothers went off.
Huh?
Them boys, them brothers?
Went off?
Yeah. They said you should walk. Man, I can't walk back
Those
there.
two guys?
Yeah, the big one, he said went off. Cecil's gonna send him this video. Huh? I know it.
There you go, the other side wall. Yeah, he's off. Let's see that when we start back.
Whoa.
He's alright, somebody put you down at nurse, buddy. Somebody put some first aid, he cleaned out his wound, he's got water, he's lucid, he walked himself up.
Okay.
He's lucky to be alive.
Oh man, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the end of Robert's tape for the day on the $1 Million Highway. So we didn't get any footage going down to Ouray, which was very scenic. And neither did we get the waterfalls and the scenery over at Telluride on either tapes. Give you an update on Frank Chirico. Vince said that he had 2 broken vertebrae in his back, and but he was doing okay, and he was treated and released from the hospital. They sewed up his laceration on his leg, I'm sure he was pretty sore, but I think he's doing okay.